everybody, welcome back. Today we are back on it with Doki Doki Literature Club. And let's see what's gonna happen. Anything could happen in this game. Well, maybe not, but so I'm just gonna get into it. Well, maybe not determination. I guess passion. A member of the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Eh? Weren't you complaining about it yesterday, Natsuki? Oh yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival, but it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. I kinda wanna go to the festival now. But just, you get to eat and play games? Sign me up. Literally, just sign me up. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Manga, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Well, come on. You saying that you don't like squid? You, of all people? I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name, Monica. That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. What do you mean? Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Fine. Your reactions aren't fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me? Where is Sayori anyway? Someplace simple. Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting down at a desk in the corner of the room, looking down at nothing. I walked over to her. Hey, Sayori. I waved my hand in front of her face. You're spacing out again. Sorry, don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh? Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Please, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Sayori shows a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, alright. If you say so. I worriedly glanced at Sayori before turning back towards everyone else. But the conversation has already dispersed, with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approached Monica, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk. What's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there is something on her mind, but I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bother her. This time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. So I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No, it's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her, and I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know. Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know. Eh? She's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her head. What? No way. Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it always has been. You're so funny. Have you ever thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful because that's how she is when she's around you? I said too much. I'm sorry. What to do? What do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? I glance around the room. Suddenly I notice Sayori peering at me from over her book, but she looks away just as quickly with a flustered look on her face. I realize that she won't get anywhere like this. I've never really seen Yuri approach anyone or start a conversation on her own accord, so I have no choice but to approach her myself. By now, it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand up from my desk and sit next to her. I didn't mean to bother you or anything. Relax, you didn't even do anything. But I could tell that you wanted to be alone with your thoughts. Alone with my thoughts? How were you even able to tell what I was thinking like that? Well, it's something I do a lot, so it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. Not that I was staring or anything. I didn't do anything creepy like that. In any case, I guess you were right. I'm sorry if I caused you any concern. Don't apologize. Your troubles are only the concern of those who willingly share in that concern. Of course, there are certainly those who find the most comfort in keeping to themselves. But if you would prefer to share what's on your mind, then I would be glad to listen. It's really not that big of a deal. I was just feeling a bit uneasy about Sayori. Yeah, she seems a little off today, but when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh? That's quite romantic. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to say something stupid. It's not that, I just didn't want you to misunderstand. Sayori and I have been friends for a long time, that's all. Ah, I see. Then perhaps it's unusual for her to be dismissive to you about her feelings. Or maybe I'm just reading into it a little too much. The word is full of meaning, often hidden and deep beneath plain sight. And there is many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you may know them. So you think that there might be something behind it after all? I think that Sayori is a very complex person. Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match what they may be going on inside her head. And she may not always know what she wants. I noticed her strange behavior today too, and I also feel some concern for her. But in your case, it looked like she was fully occupied in your thoughts, wasn't she? Well, I guess that was the case. Sayori, she really means a lot to you, doesn't she? I guess. But you don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends, that's all. Yuri suddenly looks deep into my eyes. Her expression is gentle and curious, as if she was searching for something. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze. Sometimes, a person's mysteries are untold even to themselves, and you, someone honest and caring, may uncover feelings you weren't aware were in you. That is, I think that she would be a very fortunate person to have you feel about that way about her. Yuri, you're giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy, so I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you. That's not a compliment, is it? It is what it is. Anyway, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading? Well, as long as you're okay with it. Yeah. I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyway. Why don't we go ahead and get started? Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that I can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch her as she retrieves a small bottle picture from the shelf. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this to the teacher's desk and then we'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts with speaking mannerisms, especially because of her long legs. Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. Yeah, why not? Shall we go then? Yeah. Where are you two off to? We're just going to make some tea, so... I suddenly realized how weird it sounds to explain this to Monica. We're just filling the water pitcher. Okay, sorry, I was just a bit curious. That's kind of a one-person job, isn't it? Monica, please mind your own business for once. Or do you want to tell me that there's something wrong with helping involve me in club activities? My mouth gapes. I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Well, let's go, dude. Yuri quickly exit the room, and I follow. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? Yuri, something about the way she said it that made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me? No, Yuri. I think that you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monica to judge people like that. How come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me? Because nothing that you do is bad as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions and we can't always hide them away. But yours amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane. No? Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that? Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. Why kind of friend would do that? Friend, you say? Yuri lifts her head. I really like being friends with you. Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that. But I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway, yeah. Shall we go? Yeah. Yuri and I walk to the nearest water fountain. Once we fill up the water pitcher, we return to the classroom. Do you like your long king? Yeah. Anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature to the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do it any less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. In that case, you'll only be more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri finishes the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show. And you noticed, I was doing a bit of thinking, and then decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do when it's you who's around anyway. That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I want Yuri to pour a cup of tea for us. I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Yeah, why's that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over my desk. I'm sorry, I didn't realize. Yuri issues to have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's mostly because of your posture, right? Always hunch over like that while reading. Yes, I have terrible reading posture. So that's why you should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieved the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. There's a bag of small chocolate candies that I kept hidden from Sayori's candy mirror. I take it since it would go well with the tea. Wow. Terrible reading posture. Okay. Yuri and I sit down against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assumed the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost like more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup, holding it with my hand that's not holding the book. I ended up put in a position that makes it even harder to focus, because now I have to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears an intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally managed to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. No, that's okay. I won't take it. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then it might get smudged on the paper. You're right. I didn't think of that. How could I? I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so I don't have any hard of a time reading from it. As a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on eating again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. I take another chocolate and hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She just simply parts her lips, as if the situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively, place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Your expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she just needs to confirm what just happened. Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. You're just helping. It's something that friends do, right? I mean, not really in this kind of context, but yeah. That's all it was. Yeah. Then you don't need to stop or anything. I see. The situation has gotten really tense. And I blame you. The person who's playing the game. Not my control. Yuri tries to return to the book, but I can tell by her expression she can't even focus. My heart is pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers. But this time Yuri's eyes meet mine. How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling to the rhythm of her breath. I raise my arm. Like before, Yuri points her lips, but it's different this time. I take a chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel her hot breath on my fingers. Okay, everyone. Yuri jumps back. It's time to share poems. You didn't help Yuri put away the tea stuff, right? Yeah, of course, I can do that. It's not like we are doing anything. Okay, thanks. The spell is abruptly broken. I'll take care of the cups. Yeah. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean up without so much as a word between us. I get the feeling that this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. Alright, Sayori, let's do this. It's nice, I guess. Come on, I can already tell that you don't like it. Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. That's all. You wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Probably, Yuri. I didn't write this poem. I didn't write it for anyone specifically. Maybe that's not really what I meant then. But it's okay. You're making new friends just like I was hoping. That makes me feel really happy. And you're happy too, right? In this club? Well, of course I am. Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you. Sayori, is there something wrong? Huh? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today. Alright. Just tell me if you need anything. I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now. If you insist. Yay. I'm gonna go home a little bit later today. Sayori, tell Mark I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything, Sayori truthfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. Okay, you're next. Hi, have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thoughts. Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It also makes me happy to see you. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. This one's good. It feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but the imaginary is better than the last one I read. Just wondering, but have you been finding inspiration from Yuri's writing style? I guess so. You can't deny that she's talented. Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to describe it. It's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen. I noticed that too. But when she's talking about literature, it's like a light turns on inside her. So I decided to get much personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what goes on in that head of hers? I hope you don't mean that in a bad way. No, of course not. I just meant I wish that she didn't keep so much to herself. But still defending her like that, you must be pretty into her. Eh? You completely misunderstood. Calm down, I'm kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's already got a boyfriend. Wait, really? Yeah, a fictional one anyway. Monica kind of whispers that last part to me. It's just a hunch, but well, there's not really anything wrong with that. Oh well, I know. I was just saying. Anyway, I'll show my poem with you now. All right. All right. The Lady Who Knows Everything. It's an old tale of tales of an old lady who wanders earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. Here I am, a feather, lost adrift in the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing the legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legends is all that remains. The last dim in this dim sky, glimmering in the trillet sky, until one day the wind ceases to blow. I fall, and I fall, and fall, and fall even more. Tripped as a fellow, dry as a quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I'm thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, of all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back up float, and I pick up a gust of wind. Interesting. I feel like waiting and looking for answers are a set of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. See, I never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? There's one thing that I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things more sad than happy. Are you surprised? If everything was okay, we wouldn't have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Yeah, that. Two-dimensional. Interesting. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to show your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or bad, okay or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things that you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, not seriously. She's gonna get very angry. I guess you really haven't learned anything after all. Honestly, I don't know why I got my hopes up in the first place. Well, I didn't even think this one was that bad. What did I do wrong? Poems don't need to be all deep sounding to express something. It's going to sound just like you're forcing it unless you really don't suck at it. Honestly, don't bother trying to write a poem like this until you're on Yuri's level. Natsuki stopped short all of a sudden. Don't tell me. You're not just trying to impress Yuri, are you? What are you talking about? And keep your voice down. You know Yuri would love this kind of angsty. Just because she's talented by it doesn't mean I mean. Ooh. She looks like I'm in trouble. Somehow I shook a nerve. I thought what I did was beyond me. I'm so done with you. Natsuki shoves the poem I handed her back over to me. Take your student poem, and if you want to read it for someone else, just don't show it to me. Ouch. This is what I get for letting a younger girl step into my business. As I was reminding me, I was destined to be a world of pain from the start. At least Natsuki wasn't the girl wasn't really the girl I was trying to impress in the first place. Alright, well, that was quick. Alright, this is wonderful. I can feel the emotion that you put into it. This is the result of trying what I suggested yesterday. Yeah, I guess so. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more feeling. Yuri visibly swallows. You know her hands appear sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine, take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience. So, yeah. It's just being appreciated like this, I guess. But it's probably gonna sound really stupid. But seeing someone motivated by my writing just makes me really happy. Are you saying that you've never showed your writing before? Yuri nods. Really, I don't believe you. I really only write for myself. And besides, people will just laugh at me. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Even your close friends? For some reason, Yuri doesn't respond. Yuri smiles sadly. During lunchtime, I eat by myself. Did you know that? It's a great time to find a quiet spot to do some reading. In fact, I've always have some books with me. You could say I really enjoy reading. Well, that's one way to put it anyway. But books are so full of amazing and inspiring people. People you want to fall in love with. Or people you just want to know would make a really good friend. Cheerful people who always put a smile on your face. Or deep thinkers and problem solvers who discover the mysteries of life. And when you look at it that way, I'm surrounded by friends every day. You know? And those friends don't laugh at me. They don't tease me for spacing out all the time. They don't make fun of my body type. And they don't hate me for acting like a know-it-all. People say that about you. I'm not a know-it-all. It's the opposite. I don't know anything. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make people see me as normal. I don't even know how to make myself happy. I have all these feelings, and all I can do with them is read and write. But it wasn't until now that I started sharing it with you that I really understood that what I was missing all this time. But I haven't really done anything. No, that's wrong. Just being patient and respectful. That's really important to me. I know I'm a difficult person. I speak too slowly. I second guess myself all the time. I read too deeply into things, but every time, you've always treated me just like anyone else. So it's rare that I feel comfortable with myself when I talk to others. But that's why every time I talk to you, I just feel really happy. I see. Well, I treat you how you deserve to be treated, Yui. And if other people don't see it that way, then screw them. I mean, I joined this club hoping I would make friends. And I would say that I had at least one success, weren't you? So you put it that way, yeah. We're really our friends now, aren't we? Yuri puts her head in her... Yuri put her head in her hands. But this time she's smiling as she does it. Do you want to show me your poem? Yeah, I do. Let me get it for you. Beach, a marvel of millions of years in the making, where the ruin of earth and chaos meets the surface. Under a clear blue sky, an expression of bliss, expansive bliss. But beneath the gray rolling clouds, an endless enigma. The easiest world to get lost in is the one where everything can be found. One can only build a sandcastle where the sand is wet. But where the sand is wet, the tide comes. And will it gently lick at your foundations until you give in? Or will it suddenly wave send you chasing down in the blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same. Yet we still build sandcastles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish into the sand. The salty air is therapeutic. The breeze is gentle yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foamy tendrils. Turn back and I abandon my peace to enroll at this shore. Drift forward and I return to earth forevermore. Interesting poem about the beach. I'm aware that the beach is kind of a name thing to write about, but I did my best to make it metaphorical approach to it. You sound like you didn't even want to write about it. Oh, you haven't heard? After yesterday, Natsuki and I, well, it was amusing that we were about something similar in such different ways. So Natsuki wanted us to write about the same topic as each other again. I see. Natsuki didn't even let me read her poem, so I don't have much to contribute. I suppose it's better to compare the differences in our writing styles or thought processes. Anyway, it was her idea. I mean, her, it's no surprise that she would want to do something like that. She probably just wants to show off. It's not like I have a particular interest in her writing style. It's just, I just went with her request. But I suppose it's not so bad to write about something simple on occasion. It can be refreshing, you know? It's good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while. Yeah, I think I agree. Thanks for sharing. Okay, you three, we're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out? Hold on a second. Isn't that for me, or did you say something strange just now? Eh? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from the usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe. Look at the only thing different is Sayori isn't. Well, books and video games. It seems you're right. Sayori already helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on. She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? A lot of times I go home with her. You pick the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. No? First off, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. Second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Ooh? That curious expression from Yuri of all people? Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything is fine. I don't trust what you said. You said something bad. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations. Let us decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right, Natsuki will be making cupcakes. But we might need a lot of them in different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. As for myself, I'm going to be printing and sampling the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. As for Yuri, you can, guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know. Now Natsuki's pouting too. Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell when things are even harder on you when she's not around. That may be the case, but if I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know? So you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that. I love atmosphere. Yes. Yeah, I love atmosphere too. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as if the stares at her desk and focus stares nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you. The one who is truly useless. I know. Don't worry, I know I'm useless. Don't say that. But it's true! In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well, too. I would be really appreciative of that. That's... As long as I suggest I spend the weekend with one of my club members, how on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I can give you. It's not like Monica's going to give me a choice and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. I thought you didn't want anything to do with me! Oh well. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. You may not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're jumping to excuses for doing with you. What are you saying? It would be extremely meticulous work, and baking isn't. Just what do you think? Guys, let's settle down for a moment. And I think it's up for me to decide. how he would like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know. So I'm sure he's interested. You literally just said. I'm surprised as well. Sorry, I was just saying, well, jeez. Can we just settle this already? Yeah. You're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone looks straight at me. Of course, I'll be going with Sayori. I mean, if it's going to be anyone, then I prefer helping Sayori. I mean, we're already neighbors, but Monica said that Sayori was helping her. Jeez, do you really hate us that much? No? Sorry, I didn't mean for this to be so difficult. Just think of the club, okay? You. Well, I guess you should probably help Monica. Yeah, you picked me. Hold on a second. Yeah, you're the one who needs the least help out of all of us. But I mean with Natsuki. Not only is your work already most suitable for one person, but you already have Sayori as well. But he was the one who that doesn't matter. We're the ones who scared them into picking you in the first place. You're the club president, Monica. You're supposed to make responsible decisions for the club. Monica, you really shouldn't let any ulterior motives interfere with this decision. Ulterior motives? What are you saying, Yuri? In fact, it sounds like you guys are the ones with ulterior motives. Excuse me? Why this would have been made into such a big deal in the first place? That is completely false, Monica. Yeah. We have a lot of work to do, you know? We won't do as good of a job if you make us look alone. Maybe that's true. You know the club, Monica. If you want to even succeed, then we need to appropriately distribute our resources. So you're going to do the right thing, President? Okay, I get it. It's technically most logical for David to help one of you two. So, I guess that's what we'll do. You know what? I'll help Yuri. No. Okay. Me? Are you serious? Why would you? Natsuki, I can already tell you're about to say something mean. No? I was just saying, so you'll be helping Yuri. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking this sort of things, so I think your assistance would be very useful. That's great to hear. Natsuki, would you be able to handle the baking medicine? I mean, yeah. They said I would be fine. Okay. Everyone can tell that Natsuki is feeling a little sour. So is that everything we need to go? Yeah, that should be about it. Are you guys excited? Well, excited may not be the right word. But I suppose I'm looking forward to it. Do you feel the same way? Me? I guess you could say that I'm interested to see how it will turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Natsuki? Natsuki? What? Is everyone yelling? I didn't even do anything. No? That's not what I mean at all. Your reactionally glances between everyone in the room. I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why they would pick me. And also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They go really well with my tea. And nothing I can do for the event where I will compare to that, so I get it. I'm kind of surprised though. Why? Well, I'm the one actually immature. I already know that. But you're trying to chew me up all of a sudden. I know I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad. Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I also taken back by Yuri's words. When she already has trouble with her own words, trying to cheer someone up must be a far out of her own comfort zone. But I began to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell. She tried to say something Sayori would say all the time. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. No, I kind of appreciate it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing. But I'm going to say this. You better bet that my cupcakes are going to be the best part of this whole event. I believe you. Yeah. I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out. Alright, let's get out of here then. Everyone packs up the things and leave. I start to follow Monica and Natsuki out the door as they turn their trail. I turn around. Sorry. I realize I don't have any way of contacting you this week, and oh, you're right. I can't believe it. That slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number? I think that would be the best way. Yes. Alright then. You and I exchange phone numbers. Okay. Then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. My house? Isn't that a problem? No, not at all. I just thought I would be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you. I suppose that makes sense. But if you don't mind, I think I would prefer going to your house. Alright? In that case, it won't be a problem. I decided not to push you for a reason. It's not like it should matter either way, so I'll just need to make sure that my room is clean. I hope I'll manage to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself. I think that you will make a very productive team. If you only choose me because you felt bad or something. Wait, you don't actually think that, do you? I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you may have chose me. You're friggin' the one reason with the most common sense. I chose to help you because it's what I want to do. But Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely intense expression. You're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right? Yeah, I didn't realize. I'm telling you, I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a long while. I believe you. So, as if it took tremendous effort, Yuri finally says and relaxes with an expression. I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out the door and Yuri follows. I can't believe this. Yuri is going to be coming to my house on Sunday. You know I would prefer to do this with Sayori. My anxiety still shoots through the roof. I guess I've gotten pretty used to handing her out at this point. But who knows what might end up happening when we're outside the school. She even told me she was looking forward to it. I shake my head. Why do I feel nervous that Sayori finds out about this? It's not like we feel that way about each other. Besides, like Monica said, it's about the club. I have nothing to worry about. If I just go with it, then I'll have a good time. So it's Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri is clearly an introvert and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt about she'll open up a little bit when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, we've been texting each other occasionally. She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I already was learning more about her. But putting Yuri's aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left the club earlier that year. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feeling aside when she might need me? I decided to visit Sayori before Yuri comes, so rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done it before. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we were family. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere in the first place, so I assume she's up in her room. Sorry, it's strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head to a bedroom where I find her. Sayori? Hi. I sit down in the room. Sayori at first has a smile, but it's easy to tell she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, haven't you? I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been. I also recognize the same stuffed animals on the walls as decorations that she's had for years now. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Are you supposed to see Yuri today? Yeah, but wait, how did you know that? Sayori had already left the time we decided that last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to help keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? No, that's true. What about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today? Of course, but I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. So it's just me and you then. Yep, there's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Nothing about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday, when something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So, Sayori smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, dude. Eh? Why can't it be just like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been so worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have ever been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Sayori. I grabbed Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know that something happened to you. There's no explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just saying it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? You're really just gonna make me say it, aren't you? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days, I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy into carrying to race by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy, without anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why, Sayori? Why is it that you never told me about this? I almost feel like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much that I could do. I would have tried a little bit harder to make it every day a little bit better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand at all. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have wasted effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but also feels like a big bat being thrown against my head. That's why I want so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone to be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone else in the club, it feels like a spear going right through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path that leads to nothing but hurt. You're right that I don't understand, but I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. And I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No, there's nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if anyone could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears streaked down Sayori's face. I made you join the Rotary Club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my height. Hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments, because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grabbed Sayori's shoulders. This time I pull her into a tight embrace. Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Sayori barely managed to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want for her is to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. And I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm, and that's really scary too. Sayori lets me go. As she does, I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow. Yeah. It's going to be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise. I think that would be nice then. Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all the days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Yuri to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand. But I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry about it too much. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I look forward to it. I say goodbye to Sayori next to her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy. But it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Yuri's about to come over too. I think Sayori is right. I shouldn't be worrying about too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri? Thank goodness. You're late. Sorry I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting for a long time? No, I just got here. I started to really get nervous when nobody answered the doorbell. You always could have texted me. If I had known, I would have reassured you and hurried more on my way home. I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that for some reason. There should be common sense to do that, but I decided to ignore it. Yeah, let's go inside. I see that you brought a lot of stuff with you. That's right. You really managed to find everything I asked you to buy as well? Yeah, pretty much. At least I hope I got everything right. I'm sure it'll be fun. I take you into my room. The first thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious. It's so clean. I cleaned it before you came over, so that's very considerate of you to do. No. I would be really embarrassed for my room to be a mess while you were here. Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean. That would have been even more embarrassing. Wait, don't look there. I snatched yours, which was in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine. I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out. It's fine. Let go of Yuri's wrist. She puts both her hands firmly in her lap, as making sure she's keeping track of it. I wonder what was in that desk drawer that you were so defensive of. Suspicious. My character. Anyway, I guess let's continue on. So, should we get started? Yes. I have a few things planned that we can help with. decorations and other atmospheric enhancements. Atmospheric enhancements? You know, mood lighting, aromatherapy candles. Oh wow. I didn't know that you planned on taking it that far. Of course. I want to help take our guests to a faraway place. Not many will stop by just out of curiosity. And for cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more. That's great. It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person. Intense? I guess that's the best way to put it. Is that a bad thing? No, not at all. It's something that I like about you, actually. Is that so? It makes me feel relieved. I'm kind of happy. Yeah, no need to be so anxious. You can relax a little. Relax. I brought some things for relaxation. I was going to use them during the poetry event. Oh yeah, like what? Let's see. Yuri rummages through her bag. She pulls out a few candles and a wooden cylinder-shaped object. I did some shopping on the way here, so I happen to have these things in my bag. I plan to cover the windows in black paper and use the candles to light the room. I think that would be amazing, don't you? Yeah, I think that would be really neat. What's the wood thing, though? Oh, this is a diffuser for essential oils. How familiar are you with aromatherapy? Not familiar at all. I don't know anything about aromatherapy at all either. So me and you are both lost for words, too. Is that so? It's one of my favorite contributors to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils or herbs you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself. You can even feel it permeate through your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, and reflection. It's almost like magic. There's magic in the air. Yuri takes the cylinder and pushes a switch on the bottom. In a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins to sprout through the small hole in the top. Wow, that smells wonderful. What kind of mood is that one for? This is jasmine essential oils. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right? Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. I choose jasmine for the event because it provides more than relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotion and helps them flow through your body. You feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily. Don't you think that would be perfect for sharing our poems? It does sound suitable, but you seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion with anything. Yuri smiling gently and clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What are those for? Well, did you purchase the origami paper? I asked you to get? Yeah, I have it over here. We won't be using the paper for folding origami. What I like to do with this is write different words on each paper. We'll need about 100 of them. Oh yeah? What will those be used for? Well, I'm going to cut pieces of ribbon to hang them from the doorway in the classroom. And then we can fasten the paper onto ribbons to create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? It would also catch the eyes of those passing by the room. Man, now I want to see this. Now I want to see a festival in real life. It may attract some people to inside. That's really creative. I had no idea that you'd be so good at this, Yuri. Is that so? Well, I suppose that you get a little intense as you put it. Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Just me, or she's more relaxed when it's just the two of us. For me, it's just the excitement that she feels when showing something that she enjoys. Here's a marker. You can write any characters you want. I'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbons. Alright. Sit on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Why do you have bad handwriting? Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. Then she reaches in her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. The knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle has an intricate pattern of waves etched to it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. That's not an ordinary pocket knife. It looks really fancy. Well, embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it? You're going to think it's real. Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. To each their own, you know. If you promise you won't be ruled out. Yeah, I promise. Alright. The thing is, I'm kinda into knives. They're just so pretty. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. The combination of craftsmanship and the feeling of danger, maybe. Yeah, what am I saying? Please don't think I'm rich for this. You're laughing at me. No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny to how nervous you get about something. It's interesting. It's an interesting thing to be into, I guess. I think it kind of suits you. Suits me. Yeah, it's kind of intense. Besides, it's really cool looking knife. I can't deny that. It is, isn't it? He relaxes his expression once again. Would you like to hold it? I'm sure. I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife with the handle facing me. I take it and turn it around in my hands. I feel how heavy it feels heavy and extremely solid. Would you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger. Wow. Why did you do that? I didn't expect it to be that sharp. I barely touched it at all. It's my fault. I should have warned you. This knife is extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like paper. How did you know that? That's my question. How did you know that knife specifically can cut through skin like paper? Unless you've been doing something that you shouldn't be doing. Oh no, a small drop of blood trickles down my side of the finger. Oh no, I've been cut. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. She stares at it and noticeably fidgets. If you're screaming, I'll go wash it off now. Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and licks the wound. I feel her tongue curl around my finger. Startled, I instinctively pull my hand back. Oh no, please forgive me. I wasn't thinking. Yuri lowers her head, but her face is burning up. Yuri, that's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. How could I do something like that? I'm sorry. Sure, it was a little weird, and I took me by surprise. I guess she was just trying to help, right? Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little. She doesn't lift her head. Oh, she doesn't recover from this, and the result for the rest of the afternoon. Alright, you know what? This might be a stupid thing to do, but I do it anyway. I take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger in return. Did you really just do that? We gotta get even. Now we're even. Yuri looks at me like I did something wrong. I knew that would be a bad idea. If not for the sweet aroma of jasmine oil, the air would be extremely heavy right now. You're so weird. Yuri giggles shyly. You're calling me weird? I have no response to that. Where do you keep your bandages? I don't think I need one actually. It was a tiny cut. Look, it already stopped bleeding. I see. That's relieving. The tension is quickly lifted. We each resume our respective activities. I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress. Okay, everyone, pay attention real close. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all out side by side. It looks better than expected, and we will be very effective as a dark ring. Looks great. Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri. Oh, thanks. It's just something I saw online, really. Are you ready to move on to the next task? Yeah, let's do it. What do you have in mind? I want to create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy the paint tablets. That's right. Other items Yuri had asked me to buy was a kit of watercolored paint tablets. We'll need about 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. Do you mind fetching those for us? Of course not. 6 cups of water. I'll be right back in a minute. Thank you very much. And just a little bit of water is okay. If you feel the cups too much, it'll be too loaded. Taking your advice, I decided to use small plastic bathroom cups rather than full-size glasses. put them on a plate to catch any paint that drips and bring them back into my room. Yuri? Yes? Okay, this is concerning. I come in to see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeve, pulling it back over her arm. I know that it's mod, but the MC isn't dumb. I wonder, out of this situation, what does the MC do in this context? I hope he does what I want him to do. Ask about what she just did. Sorry. If you guys want me to see me do mods on this, I will. I'm trying to figure out how to start. But, anywho. Come in. Oh, you read that. Nothing. Your face is a little red. Is it too hot in here or anything? No, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so let me mix the paint. Mary hurriedly dismisses me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them into the cups. So, I thought we'd do something simple that would look very nice. I'd like to paint a gradient across the banner. Starting with the colors for sunrise, then daytime, then sunset, and the night. Once it dries, I'll write an inspiration quote across the banner. We can hang it on the wall behind the podium at the front of the classroom. Neat. What are you going to write? Well, it'll be more fun to surprise you. Yuri smiles at me, if you say so. After rolling out the banner, Yuri and I kneel on opposite sides so we don't know where we go. Yuri uses a brush and adds a few dots of different colors across the banner to serve as the color palette when we paint. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on a banner with watercolors feels a lot like the art class projects we had back then. It's relaxing. I'm sorry if this feels too childish. No, I didn't mean that at all. It's kind of fun, you know? Yeah, it is fun. I'm glad you feel that way too. We stopped painting for a moment and thinking to ourselves. For me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. I just like when I can spend time with one other person. Even if it's something simple like reading, it doesn't even matter if we don't talk much. Just having a friend next to me makes things feel a little bit nicer. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy. That's all. Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime and games, where simply showing the experience with someone can make me happy. I think I can feel the same way. Yuri smiled shortly. I knew you'd understand. He leans over the banner to grab and use the paintbrush. But I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers. Sorry. Yuri goes back and I quickly lift my hand surprised. Are you hurt? No, I'm not hurt. It just started me, that's all. Sorry, I should have asked you to get it for me. It's not your fault. And your face. There are droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck. Is there something on my face? Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel right away. I rush out and fetch a small towel and I dampen it with hot water. I return to my room and kneel back down in front of her. I pat down Yuri's face and neck with the towel. Is there something wrong? It's hot and I didn't expect it. Sorry. I didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I start to retract my hand, but Yuri suddenly holds my wrist. Wait. Yeah? Just for a little bit longer. It feels really nice. I keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. She looks into my eyes. It's an intense expression that I recognize from when she reads her looks, almost as if she's lost in the days and enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through slightly parted lips. What is happening? Is the aroma of the jasmine oil giving me this dizzy feeling? Yuri's gentle fingers wrap around my wrist, sending a tingling sensation through my heart. Suddenly her face seems to be much closer to mine than it was just a moment ago. Yuri slowly pulls away. Sorry, I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out. It's fine. The moment is over as soon as I began. He picks up her brush again. For moments I seem clumsier and like she's unable to focus. I remain silent, forced to ignore the event that just transpired. I hesitantly retrieve my own brush and continue following Yuri's example. That should do it. I finished filling the night sky with white dots that look like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's very pretty and natural looking. I think it came out better than I expected. I'm really happy with this results. Yeah, me too. Are you going to add the lettering now? Not yet. It needs to dry first. That's true, but won't that take a while? Well, perhaps it would be best to leave it healed and have you bring it in the morning. I can do the lettering in the classroom before the audience starts. Is that okay? Yeah, that's totally fine. Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do here. Phew. You say that like you're glad it's over. Was I wrong to assume that you are at least enjoying yourself a little bit? No, it's not that. I'm just glad that we managed to get everything done. I see. I am too. I was a little concerned about time. I need to start making notes soon. So you don't have any time left? I was secretly hoping you would have extra time after finishing work. Well, Yuri thinks to herself, I think it would be too irresponsible of me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there would be more time as well. It's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker. No, it's not your fault. And the important thing is that we got everything done, right? Yeah? So, I shouldn't be disappointed in anything. Gathering all the thing, Yuri seems to look a little downcast. I understand why. So she's really got the opportunity to spend time with friends in a relaxed environment. But that doesn't mean it's the last time it can happen. Once Yuri packs up, I walk her out from the front door. Thank you very much for having me. No problem, I'm glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring tomorrow. I will. Well then, Yuri Richards. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Wait, I kinda say that without thinking. About today, it's fine that we didn't have as much time as we wanted. Because we can do this again. Whenever you want, you can come over or we can hang out somewhere. I forgot you don't like going out much. As I stumble over my words, Yuri just smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, son. You're very thoughtful. Yuri takes a step closer to me and then briefly squeezes my hand. I kinda like that about you. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? But I don't even get a chance as Yuri suddenly pulls back. Sayori? Eh? Hi. Sayori? Just now we weren't... It's okay. I was just stopped by to say hi. Well, it's nice to see you. I'm sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave. Oh, really? That's too bad. I'm sorry. But we'll all be able to be together at the festival tomorrow, so have fun, right? Of course. Sayori beams. Yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow. Clearly embarrassed, Yuri hurries off. Sayori waves goodbye after her. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today. Oh, well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me. So I had to come here and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Yuri, and how close you got to her. It makes me feel really happy that you made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. Tears start to fall down Sayori's face. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart's being split in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear. Sayori, don't say that. It's true. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just... Monica. I think I know what Monica said, though. Monica was right about what? Sayori, what I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden on your mind it's making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sayori? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Sayori, it's true, isn't it? I was so weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel. And that's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slid my hand down Sayori's arm and squeezed her hand in my own. You remember how I said I would always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. And if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now. And that's why I'm going to give it to you. Sorry. It doesn't matter what choice it happens. It's still the same as all. I love you. Okay? Those are my true feelings. So there's no way you can like me more than I like you. I should have realized it sooner. But spending time with everyone at the club, making new friends, and having fun with you every day, it helped me realize that you are truly the most important person to me. That's why I'll accept any of your burdens. As long as we continue like this every day, with you by my side, then I'll know we'll both be happy. Suddenly, Sayori wrapped her arms tightly around me. Is this really okay? Yeah. I'll hold Sayori in my arms and pull her close. You will never have to let go of me again. I love you. I want to be with you forever. Me too. I feel Sayori's grip around me weaken a little bit. What is this? Sayori? Well, I'm supposed to be happy right now. I always thought this would be the happiest moment for me. But why? Even now, why won't the rain clouds go away? They're not going away at all. It's okay, Sayori. It might take some time for things to get better again. But no matter how long it takes, I will be there every step of the way. That's all that matters to me now. Okay, I trust you. Sayori and I slowly release each other. So, I guess that makes me the festival tomorrow our first date, huh? What are you saying? I don't want to think about those things, you know. I want everything to be the same as it always has been. Even if we really are a couple. I don't even know if I could handle anything more right now. It's really new and scary to me. I understand. We'll go at whatever pace suits you best. Hey, Sayori gazes at me once again, smiles slightly. Even if I get really, really sad, this is the best thing for me, right? Yeah? I don't really understand what Sayori means by that. Are you saying that this is kind of making you feel sad, Sayori? I don't know. I don't understand what I'm feeling. It feels like a bunch of thorns when you told me you love me. But that's why I want to trust you. You know what's best for me. Yeah, I do. That's my promise. I say that, but in reality, I've never felt more uncertain when it comes to Sayori. I know that I love her and she loves me, but I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. You know I can't comfort her. I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know that these thoughts will continue to plague me until these things get back to the way they are. Is that Sayori what meant by not wanting anything to change? I don't know, but I know that I'll give her everything I got. Sayori is the most important person to me, and I'll do whatever it takes to have a happy future with her. It's the day of the festival. One of the days I expected this to be the one where I would be walking into the school with Sayori, but Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake up, but that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the festival should be nearly complete. The banner Yuri and I painted is dry. I gently rolled it up and to take it with me. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend my time with Sayori and Yuri at the festival. But knowing Malika, I'm sure the event will be great too. You're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's fine. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Malika is placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared that have all the poems we are performing. Then I found a random poem online that I thought Malika would like and submitted it. So that's one thing I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You think that on the days this important should try to be a little bit harder. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday. And I suddenly feel awkward knowing it's not as nearly as simple for her. only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking. But maybe I should have gotten to wake her up after all. You should take a little responsibility for her. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know. Monica, stop. Well, that's an interesting use of words. Hanging. Exchange? Monica, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president after all. But I sound embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about that quickly? That we're a couple now? I didn't really plan on bringing it up with anyone yet. Jeez. You don't know the full story of it all, so don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Monica has been as friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. I feel like a lot of people would. I would. Oh no, how dare you. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They come out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets and laid it out on the desk. Oh yeah, they really did. Something in this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped to the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognize Natsuki and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during my practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the ones she's practiced. It's one I haven't read before. Get out of my head, 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 get out of my head. It's just okay, just say this a bunch of times, then get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving. What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. What's wrong? Nothing. The poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm going to get serious, so... well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself. Monica calls out after me. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her, or help her wake up. Even the simple gesture of waking her up to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things would be the same as they always have been. That's all she needs and what I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Sayori? She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. Is that really something that a boyfriend would do? Isn't it? In any case, it just feels right. I see Sayori's room. I knock on the door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy. There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter her room like this. Isn't this kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Sayori? And that. What the blank? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I would be there for her. I told her that I know what's best and that everything would be okay. Then why? Then why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Confessing to her. I shouldn't have confessed to her. That's not what Sayori needed at all. Even if she told me how painful it is for others to care about her. then why did I confess to her and make her feel even worse? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and remained friends with her like it always has been, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the Literature Club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I can do can bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. This is a game, but I can't do anything different. Well, unless I add a mod where I make the MC Smite. Like, I think Doki Doki Salvation is one where you actually can save all the characters. I only had one chance and I wasn't careful enough. And now I carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. But I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now I can never take it back. Never, 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 never. End. Alright, I just Alright, I'm gonna end it here. I've been at this for like an hour or so. So, I will continue this. Don't worry, I saved. Okay, so if you like the video, like and subscribe. If you want to see more content like this, just leave a comment down below. Now, guys, I guess I'll catch you guys in the next episode. This is guys, signing out. Bye bye.